What time is it?
It's podcast time.
What time is it?
It's podcast time.
What time is it?
Podcast time.
Oh my goodness, would you look at that? We are back 2026. Welcome to the Fifi Fev and Nick podcast. First official podcast of the year, first official show back. I hope you enjoyed all the content we were putting out over the summer break. But Fifi, Fev and Nick are in the studio. And holy moly, did we start with a bang. Today, so much good content. Not only that, we have Matt Damon and Ben Affleck joining the show. And Fev is going to finally to attempt to debunk or prove right about a claim that he's made many years ago that has to do with Matt Damon. He also confronts Ben Affleck about a bit of a risque scene in their movie coming out on Netflix. You enjoy the show. We'll see you next time.
Live from the Fox Studios in South Melbourne, Fifi, Fev and Nick.
From the north to the south to the east to the west, everyone here on the FOS. Fifi, Fev and Nick, where everybody knows your name.
On with the show.
Fifi, Fev and Nick. Fifi, Fev and Nick.
Welcome to the Fifi, Fev and Nick podcast. Thanks to Carlisle Homes. Better starts with Carlisle Homes in 2026. Visit carlislehomes.com.au.
Oh, we are so back 2026. Fifi, Fev and Nick. So good to see you guys. What's
Hey, I know, first show of 2026.
What's going on?
Is the studio different?
Yeah, it's the sign
The
thing.
signage is all different. I like it.
Nice font. Last week I was away in Singapore and an interview with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Damon?
Damon.
No, earlier today you said Damon.
Oh, did I? Damon.
Yeah.
Come up because they're both starring. They've been in a lot of movies together, and they're both starring in the new Netflix cracking show, The Rip, where they play detectives and sergeants. And I said, "Yeah, I'll do it. I'll sit down and have a chat with them because I know Matt. We go back a long way."
You say that.
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd open up because, the boys, they're on a junket. They get interviewed by everyone around the world for Netflix for this new movie. And I thought, they'll be thinking, here's another bloody interview I've got to do. And you only get a short amount of time with them. And I thought I've got to open up with this because I might not get it at the end. About when I said I had dinner with Matt Damon about 20 years ago at Crown to see if he remembered me. This is how it went down. Hey, boys.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah,
That's good. I don't know if you remember me, but before we've had dinner before, Matt. I don't know if you remember that, but it was Australian poker tournament. We had it with the great late Shane Warne and Joe Hasham. I think we were at Nobu.
Yeah, we were at Nobu in Melbourne, right?
Yeah, it was about 20-something years ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I always say this on my radio show, and no one believes me, so I just wanted to get that out. So my co-host,
I remember it really well. It's also the only time I ever played poker with Joe Hasham, so I remember.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He won it off 7-3 or something. But anyway, let's talk about the Rip. Welcome to the Fifi, Fev and Nick show, boys. I've watched this show. It's an absolute ripper. It's gripping. Tell us about it.
It's as you say, it's a kind of a classic or old-fashioned crime movie, but done in obviously in a modern time and way. And it's about these police officers whose job is to go and capture like illegal caches of money. And then when they do, and we start off the story knowing that there's been a killing in the police department, that these officers, the whole department's kind of under investigation. So that there's like not everything is as it seems. They get to the house that they think it's going to be a relatively small amount of money or what they're sort of used to. And it turns out to be $20 million. And immediately, the kind of hairs in the back of your neck go up because it's just a lot of money and it means a lot to people. And, this isn't a movie that pretends that everybody's perfect or predictable. It's real people with real struggles doing a real job that has asks a lot in the way of integrity and honesty. And it's a movie about putting those people to the test and who's who and who people sort of really are under pressure. It's a movie where a lot of people have their secrets.
They do have a lot of secrets, and Matt, you keep a lot of secrets in the show. You're a bit of a trickster in the show. You're playing with people's minds a lot. How do you boys go? Because you've played a few detective roles. How do you both go? Do you reckon you could be coppers?
Well, we've played cops before. This is a very specific unit, what these guys do. And so we went actually down to Miami and worked with the actual team, this actual tactical narcotics team. And they were very generous with their time. They took us on operations. They talked to us. We hung out with them. And that was a huge part. Like, it's really one of the really fun parts of this job is research, because just by saying, hey, I'm an actor and I want to try to portray you, you get this access to these incredible people who do stuff that like you'd never get a window into otherwise. And so that was a huge part for both of us, kind of informing how we played these characters.
Well, you have a bit of a punch on in the garage late in the movie. Now, who would win in a fight? Because, Ben, when you took your top off for no reason at the start of the show in the bathroom, geez, you were ripped up.
It's a real Australian interview. Now I see how it is. There was a reason. I want people to see it. And go to the gym for nothing.
It's called actor vanity.
Yeah, I'm middle-aged. I'll take all the, it's going away. I want it memorialized before it's gone.
Mate, you look amazing. I was pretty wrapped. So who would win in a fight?
They wouldn't let us fight. We're in very different weight classes. Ben's got me by probably 30 pounds, depending on the day.
He loves it too. Look at him sitting back in his chair. he's ripped underneath. Well done.
I'd try to chop him down. It would be a lot of leg kicks. I'd try to chop him down like a tree.
Mate, actually, Matt, I listened to the podcast of the Kelsey brothers, and I've got 4 daughters as well. So we're both
really?
4 daughters. Obviously, you've got a couple of kids as well, Ben. But the 4 daughters, and you spoke about don't blink.
The only thing I'd say, an old friend of mine said when my 19-year-old was probably 18 months, said, don't blink. That is real. She asked me to brush her hair. I don't remember when I brushed her hair for the last time. It just kind of happened. And then life kind of kept going. And the changes are so incremental that like you don't realize until I ran the hairbrush through her hair, and it's the same, like all of it. It's, you know what I mean? So don't blink.
The next morning, I sat down in the hotel room, and I've got a 26-year-old, 19, 16, and a 7-year-old. And I brushed the 7-year-old's hair, and it made it hit.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is what it's about. And I just thought I'd just let you know that really hit home when I was brushing hair, because you just don't do it.
Thank you for telling me that. Because it really was a moment for me too. It really surprised me. And then the realization that I didn't know, you don't see the last time that happens coming, Any morning she lets you, man.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. They've got to let you. Once they get older, they don't worry about you.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, thank you so much for joining the Fifi, Fev and Nick show. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck can see The Rip on Netflix now, and no doubt it'll be #1 in Australia. Brilliant film, boys, and this has been a pleasure. So
thank you.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for keeping your top on.
Stay on for a little bit longer. You might get lucky.
Oh, well done, Fev.
Yeah, it was a good fun. They had a little bit of fun, which was great.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes when you're doing those things.
It's good to get back together, because for so long they weren't, you didn't see them, you didn't even see them as friends together. So it was like, are they even hanging out? So it was actually really good to see them together.
Well, they started real early. And
Good Will Hunting.
There was a Good Will Hunting where they won an Oscar. And there was a show, I read some stuff beforehand. I did a little bit of prep, guys. I had my little notepad. When they were very young, I didn't bring this up because only a short amount of time, they shared a bank account.
Yeah, I know, because they wrote that screenplay and then filmed it and directed with no money.
And they had a shared bank account, which is unbelievable.
They wouldn't have. Think about it. You're not seeing what's going to happen. Like they wouldn't have predicted they'd be multi-millionaire Hollywood superstars. They were just hoping someone might watch
been out. They shared. There'd be a lot of money in there.
The Rip. It's on Netflix now. If you want to check it out,
Netflix.
For Netflix.
Like Ange.
That's what he calls.
We've
got a lot of New Zealand listeners. Just being inclusive.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
We're talking planes now. So 13, 10, 60, get ready. If you've had anything you've seen on a plane, behaviour haven't liked on a plane. And
had a bit of that.
I'm bringing this up because I don't know how you feel about this. I have a strong opinion about this. 2 lovebirds, and I love love, and I'm very happy for them. They wanted to get married.
Right.
So they got on a plane in their
fly
wedding
to?
attire.
Oh.
They were, you'll love this. They got on a plane in their wedding attire, and the one of the air flight attendants got on the PA and said, "Hey, could everyone please remain seated, and could we please have your attention? Because these lovebirds are about to get married on the plane."
Aww.
So the whole
Yuck.
flight had to pause what they were doing. They had to it consumed the flight.
Yeah, that's lovely.
No,
I
it's awful.
like that. It's not for that. It wouldn't have been for that long. These people probably had no friends. They thought, hey, we can hire 150 people, and they've nothing else to do.
Here's the thing, though. No, see, I am not a fan of this because
And there's an aisle.
no,
walk
but
down?
There is an aisle.
There is an
That's
aisle.
nice. Down to the toilet, though.
I really look forward to a flight,
Yeah.
and mainly so I can switch. It's a time when I don't have to be on my phone, so I don't have to deal with any work or anyone's expecting anything from me. Kids, I can get them in their iPads or books or whatever they're doing. Mummy can have some. I love it. I go, this is my
Yeah.
window to. It's like a guilty
Little
pleasure
sanctuary.
to watch my shows that I've downloaded or whatever. I don't want to be part of your wedding. I didn't come on
Yeah.
the plane to be in a wedding.
No, it's
And I
atrocious.
don't know. And I love this. Could it be 30 seconds of just congratulations? I don't want to be for the ceremony.
I think
And you
it is-
say it was quick. No, it was an hour and a half flight, and it was
Oh,
the ceremony was all on the flight.
Yeah, but you got to think. Free feed, free drinks. You have to pay for anything. You're cutting costs.
Well, hang on. No, you're assuming that. I don't think they gave people.
Well, people
That
get
might
free
have been
drinks
up
on
the
a
front.
plane.
Down
Yeah.
the back, you're still paying.
Yeah, they're still paying for their
Where?
aeroplane meal.
I think it's beautiful. I like it. Something
No,
different in
try-
the air.
No, I
atrocious.
just think
I
you're
would've gone
ruining
for the red
people's
handle.
flights.
No, thank you. No, I hate it.
No.
I hate it.
No, I don't mind it. I did see something on a plane yesterday when I flew home. And I've never been on a plane where there's been an emergency. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm going on one today. An emergency, touch wood. And they said, is there a doctor or nurse on the plane? And I'm going, you spark up.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, something's happening.
Spark up.
Yeah.
What's on?
You'll feel terrible. Somebody
That-
needs a doctor.
Nah, that's still better to me than this wedding.
An emergency.
Yeah, because the people that are sick or whatever, they haven't planned
Yeah.
that. They haven't been annoying on purpose.
No,
They've just got
yeah.
ill on the plane.
Well, there was a lovely young girl and her family, and when they walked through, they were obviously coming to Melbourne, and they asked about the show, and I met the little boy and give him a little knuckles, and this girl walks past, the nurse runs up and goes, I'm a nurse. She had an anaphylactic reaction to something that was in some of the food, and had to get an EpiPen, and she laid down, and she was like being sick and stabbed her. I was like, mate, it was...
Yeah.
She's okay. She's good, which is great.
Yeah.
But God, it was awesome.
Do you know, you just reminded me.
Fev's just sitting there with his satay sticks. No, what's going on?
I didn't have a satay stick. I was having my cheese and biscuits because I'd already finished my meal, sucking on Pinot. It was like I was on a TV show,
Sorry,
movie,
a theatre restaurant.
Yeah,
someone's
it was like
lips
a movie. It was like
blowing
a
up
movie,
at
like
their-
a wedding would have been. You need something to happen.
Do you?
Just watch it. Watch the screen.
I love
Listen
I
to a
love
podcast.
flight that has no issues,
Yeah.
no difficult people, no passenger next to you that's bugging you. I
Yeah.
just love a seamless flight.
My flight on the way back from overseas, 3 times I went to the bathroom to do a number one, and 3 times I had to flush what the person
No.
who'd been in there,
no.
and it was 2 of what you're thinking, and one
don't.
something else. It may have been the dumbest flight I've ever been on.
Well, you
I
did
almost
come
got
back
on the speaker and went, we all right? Are we all humans in a society? What's going on here?
Serving a bit of curry on there on the way back.
Oh, it was not great. I was
Actually,
very annoyed.
You might be impressed by this. So every time I go on a flight, doesn't matter how long, and I was on a flight, I went over to Europe and I did the 14-hour from here to Doha. I aim not to use a toilet, and I get away with it. Yeah.
How
I
you got to hold it?
Well, yeah, I go
But
before I
that's
get
such
on.
an unnecessary...
No, it's fine. It's amazing. I don't have to go into those stinky toilets. When I get so grossed out by watching the people who go, I watch, usually it'll be a man, and I go, I'm not going in there
Yeah,
now
my girls
because that
don't like
man's
it.
been in there. I can't do that.
I love going to the toilet on an
You don't
international
drink,
flight.
You don't drink.
Yeah.
So but I don't.
You
You
don't
rarely
have to.
drink water. Do you even have a drink on a flight?
No alcohol. Absolutely not.
No, but do you
Mate,
have a
it's the
Coke?
best
Do you have
Yeah, I
a...
want a Coke. Yeah,
Wow.
with my meal.
Don't you reckon when you go onto the toilet, for me, it's like a challenge. It's like a game. It's the best because I'm a big human,
Yeah.
and you go into those toilets, man, and
Yeah.
my head's hitting the roof, and it's like,
It's like Tetris.
mate, and you're like trying to wee in the bowl, and you're like, I just,
I
can't.
no, that's natural, and it's like, please don't hit the seat or something or the floor because like,
Oh.
and you're like standing there and you get a bit of turmoil, you go, whoa,
No.
it's the best, whoa.
No. That's I'm a sit wear on a plane, but not because once I hit the roof.
Yeah, that's the fun of it.
Melbourne's 1019.
The Fox.
Imagine just being an Australian citizen, and 1 minute you are without $1 million, and the next minute you've won $1 million. Now, if you missed the Australian Open 1 Point Slam, the idea was some of the world's biggest professionals, number 1 and 2, Carlos Alcaraz, Yannick Sinner, you played all these professional tennis players, and if you could beat them in 1 point, just by one point, you won $1 million. And Jordan Smith did this. Hey, Jordan.
Hello, how you going?
Good. Jordan, how's your million?
Very well. Oh, it's just unbelievable. Still, again, pinching myself and just can't really imagine that it would ever be possible. That's, sort of 5 days ago that, it happened.
I know. And now, look, and the final point was against Taiwanese pro Joanna Garland, and she's ranked, what is she in the world? 120?
I think it was 117, I think it was.
170. Yeah. But you took out Yannick Sinner. You've beaten him.
Yeah, that was a dream come true. But to be fair, I didn't have to hit a tennis ball.
Yeah, he took himself out.
I sort of decided, because I served the first 2 rounds, and I sort of changed my tactic a little bit because the pros seemed quite nervous to actually serve, and I was lucky enough that they only got one serve, and I was lucky enough to get 2 as an amateur. So I thought I may as well, the best chance of me beating Sinner is not rallying with him, is hopefully he misses the serve.
Mate, that is a great gamble, Jordo, because if I was to face a number 1 or 2 player in the world, I would not let them serve first. I'd leave it on my racket. And you rolled the dice and you won. But break this down, mate. You've won $1 million. How many points did you play for the whole tournament? Maybe 10?
So I played 6 in Melbourne, but I had to actually qualify in Sydney. It was 17 in total.
17 points in total, right? So this is this, Boxer. You'll love this. So you've won $1 million. So the first round, these pros in the Australian Open, if you go out the first round, you win 150 grand. If you go out in the second round, you win 225. Third round, 350. Fourth round, 480. Quarter final, 750. So these players have now played 5 games, 6 games to get to that. The 7th game is a semi-final, and they get 1.25. That is the final, 4 people in the whole tournament, and you've just played 17 points, and you've won $1 million. That is
actually, that's unbelievable. Yeah, I didn't even think of it. That's actually a pretty cool way of thinking of it. Actually, that's
crazy.
Yeah, play smart, not hard.
You are a tennis coach. I mean, this is great for business, surely. This is obviously on your website. This is now beaten Yannick Sinner.
If they're better than you, let them serve. Hope they stuff it up.
No, it's amazing, unbelievable. For Castle Tennis Academy in Sydney, and we're lucky enough to get a $50,000 or $55,000 grant as well on top of the $1 million for the club. Yeah, so that's it's amazing.
Have any tennis players reached out to you or been in contact?
Not sort of on messages, but I've sort of seen so many people around. I've seen obviously the best is meeting up with Federer actually, and I got a 15-20 minute chat with Roger, and an amazing photo, and he's so down to earth. But just all the players sort of coming past and sort of congratulating me like $1 million man, and they're just loving it. And, it's unbelievable, and it's even walking around the grounds at Melbourne. And, kids sort of coming up to me now and wanting selfies and photos and autographs. And I'm like, it just doesn't feel real, but it's amazing.
Now, mate, what sort of perks have you got? Because you've won $1 million. You're everywhere. You're right. Like, I was in Singapore and I seen this on the TV over there. It was like, you've gone international. Has Crown put you up? Have you got dinners? What have you got for free?
I've got, a lot of stuff. They continue my stay. I was staying at the Westin in Melbourne, and they continue my stay for that, because I was originally just going to sort of go home to Sydney after this, but I'm staying in Melbourne now for a while, and I'm staying till Thursday. So it's unbelievable. So
doing a couple of cashies, mate. A couple of cashies.
Don't need to.
It's Jordan, are you now watching games going, could beat them, could take him out?
They're a different level. Obviously, they're really impressive. All those players. Definitely not as good as
Well,
those players.
you
so.
are the $1 million man. This is it's huge. Enjoy that. Are you gonna obviously great for savings or investing, but what are you? Have you had a splurge? Is there something you're going to treat yourself to?
Well, I do need a car, so I will try and buy a car at some point.
Might be able to get a Kia.
Yeah, I know. Well, I lost the point before. If you guys watched, I had to play off the last two remaining amateurs. I had to play off for a car, and I actually lost that point before the $1 million point.
Oh,
and that might have helped, I guess.
Oh, I'd be happy with a meal, mate.
Yeah, take a meal.
Jordan, thanks for your time. Enjoy the cash, mate.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
On our radio show, we get lots of big superstars, Hollywood stars. They come on our show. They come into the studio often. And then sometimes we have to pay them. And it's usually Leon. Leon, you're in the studio because last year, and the funny thing is, the ones you've got to pay aren't the huge stars.
They're not the big dogs.
No.
They're the cameo stars.
Yeah, look, last year we used the app Cameo, where, you get messages from celebrities for a paid amount. We used it so many times that we got given like a voucher.
Bit of credit.
A bit of credit.
Oh, wow.
So at the end of last year, you may have heard this. I got some surprise Christmas messages for you. I got one from Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Hi, Fifi, Fev, and Nick. This is Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I wish you, all of you guys, a beautiful Merry Christmas.
Now, that was the shortened version. I wasn't happy with it because he didn't do the gags I asked. I wanted to have roast you, have some fun. So I complained, got a refund, and then I got credit to do two more. Now, I played one last year. We got Peter Andre.
This is a message for Fifi, Fev and Nick from the Fox team. We want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Well done on your big year from the rest of the Fox team.
Now, I also got another one, but she was
so far, what I've realised is you're on Cameo if your star was at its peak in 1994.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we had another one. I had another one, but she didn't send it in time before the show finished last year. And the week after the show finished, I received a message from now 84-year-old actress Miriam Margolyes. Do you know?
I love her. Harry Potter movies.
Harry Potter. She's known for being...
Blackadder.
She's very blunt. She doesn't care what anyone thinks, anyone says. She's given... a kind of weird Christmas message. So look, I know it's a bit late for Christmas, but here's your Christmas message from Miriam Margolyes.
Well, this is Fifi, Fev and Nick from the Fox team. And I'm Miriam Margolyes, a tired old trying to have a quiet evening, but suddenly realising that I haven't fulfilled my obligations to the Fox team. This is for 3 colleagues to wish them Merry Christmas and well done on a big year from the rest of the Fox team. What the Fox team does, knows. Please joke about Fifi's bad driving and big glasses, Nick's height, he's short. What's wrong with being short, you And Fev doing extra work for cash on the side, just like almost everybody I know. Nobody can survive these days. I don't know where you come from. Are you American? Is this Fox TV? I hope not, because I think you're the scum of the earth. But if you're not the scum of the earth, happy Christmas. I don't know what the all this is about. If you're blokes, and I suspect you are, get your PSA checked, because prostate cancer is waiting for you. Take care. Happy Christmas.
That's well worth it.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Melbourne's 1019.
The Fox.
So we went, had a big holiday with the family. We pretty much were away the whole time, which was good. So we went to Singapore. You've been to Singapore, Fee. You've been to Singapore too. Could be one of my favourite countries.
Love it.
How amazing Singapore.
Mate, it's beautiful.
Like clean. The food's unbelievable. Stayed on that beautiful island that you stayed on, Sentosa Island. We did all the Universal Studios and did all that sort of stuff. But I'm like, when I go away, I'm very, very conscious of getting bitten by mosquitoes, because mosquitoes love me. They love my skin. And I've come to the conclusion that there is no bugs in Singapore. They don't exist. Like, they don't exist. There's no flies. There's nothing.
They absolutely exist.
No, they don't. I didn't see one bug the whole time I was there. It's all like lizards and all that sort of stuff. And
but
what are they eating?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. What do the birds eat?
The ecosystem would have fallen over if there were no bugs in Singapore.
That's what I was thinking, but there is none.
No, but there are. You just didn't see them.
I was there for 2 weeks. I didn't
Do you
see
know what
one
the
bug.
resorts do though? They have lots of that mosquito repellent, insect repellent stuff everywhere because they don't want their hotel guests.
Get that, but I walked down the street, went everywhere. I wasn't just on an island.
No, I know,
went
but there are
around.
bugs.
Singapore.
Well, in the streets, in the
But there's
CBD,
not.
you don't usually get flies in our CBD.
Yeah, you do.
You don't.
Sorry, what?
Well, you'll get one, but what I mean is it's in the, Sentosa Island. There's jungle. There's all that.
I know.
I'm just
It
saying
looks
the
fake
resorts
to me.
cater for insects, so
Yeah.
they protect you from the insects.
I
But there's
just-
absolutely insects in Singapore.
I disagree. There isn't any.
But you know how the ecosystem works. You know all those lizards.
I get
and
it. I was wondering,
frogs,
the birds,
they need
you know how our
insects.
birds here, they're like fat, they're like big. Their birds are like real skinny. I'm like, they need food. There's no bugs. I was
Yeah.
chucking chips out for them and stuff. I'm like, these things need to eat. I'm telling you. They come to me.
You're
Bugs fly
ruining the
everywhere.
ecosystem, yeah. Trying to fatten up the seagulls.
I reckon they must feed them like they must import like dried up, like, get dried apricots and all the fruit. They must get dried
Hey,
bugs over from Australia.
Let's see. I'm just wondering. James Blake has had a break from ChatGPT over the holidays, I imagine. But have you
I would have
have you
thought
just
so.
looked it up?
All in.
I've looked it up, but I've had another idea.
Mm.
Old school, do we just call Singapore and just find out?
Call Singapore?
Mate,
Who are you calling in
Mate,
Singapore?
It's like 3 a.m.
Marina Sands, the hotel, I feel like
I
that'd
stayed
be
there. There's no bugs.
Oh, if
You're in the
give them a
casino.
Yeah, I know. I didn't go in either.
But Marina Sands is also at the top of a tower. Like that. That's not the hotel to call.
Yeah.
but it's the only thing I could think. Or what's the other one in Singapore?
Or you just
I don't know.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
So chat's saying no. There's significantly less bugs. There are still bugs,
Oh.
But they're significantly less. Well, there you go. You did make an observation.
And I did, and I was right.
Yeah, but there are still bugs.
Melbourne's 1019.
The Fox.
One of the biggest shows on TV back last night. We've got Robert Irwin on the show tomorrow. But Fev, didn't you keep a very big secret from us?
I did, because we had to.
Of course you did.
Yes, and Mia, my eldest daughter, was in the cast of I'm a Celebrity, so it got revealed last night. And she was like, Dad, should I do it? And I'm like, bro, easy cash, man. Like, get in there and get it done. Like, it's only a couple of weeks. And she's like, because she's a bit petrified of certain bugs, and as everything is. And no, but she made her debut last night, which was great to watch. All the family sat around.
I'm Mia Fevola, and you may have seen me on social media. I create beauty and fashion content, but this actually isn't my first time on this show. My dad was actually on season 2 and was crowned King of the Jungle. I'm very excited to be following in his footsteps and giving the crack on my own.
It was really cute. They actually showed it was because they said a princess returns. That was her.
Yes.
Because when you make the final 3, your family fly over and get to see you, and they surprise you in the jungle before the final.
That would have been nice.
And then there was Lulu was sitting in the campsite when I walked in, and I was like, and then Lenny and Mia came in, and Alex, and Mia was only 15 at that time.
Yeah.
And then they showed footage of, because Bob Irwin was actually on our series as well.
That's
He come
right.
out of a big casket as a
The
surprise
box.
with Bindi. And he was 12.
Casket.
And now, it was like a big
The Undertaker.
Yeah, no, they were in this big box, and then the lid fell down,
Yeah.
and they came out, and he was
Yeah.
like, "This is amazing." He dropped it as amazing. So they showed that footage of little Bob with his little bob cut.
Yeah.
He had this like real rank hair, and they spoke about it. So he was 13, now he's hosting, and Mia was 15, and now she's in it. So it was really cool to watch. At the first challenge, she actually met 2 really famous people in Rachel Hunter and Barry
Supermodel
Williams.
married to Rod Stewart. And Barry
that-
Williams, Greg from the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. And it's amazing how Rachel Hunter and Barry Williams would have met probably the most famous people in the world. Like that show's probably one of the greatest shows ever. Rachel
Barry knew Marsha.
Yeah.
Marsha. So-
And Rachel Hunter was like the it. She was on every magazine back in the day, married an absolute rock star. and all the sort of younger ones had no idea who they were.
Of course. And,
that's how
and
time works.
Not
Yeah.
just that, Greg from the Brady Bunch and Rachel Hunter, had no idea who you were.
My dad actually did the show and he won.
You're kidding. Oh, that's so awesome.
I know.
Can you share who he is?
No, Brendan Fevola, he was a football player.
So you think you're going to win? Is that it? Is that how this goes?
It was weird because
Walls
Barry.
is a bit hurtful.
Yeah.
Do you know about his
Oh,
Sunbury?
no,
You don't tell her?
Yeah,
No,
hey,
it's
Sunbury.
bad. Mate, you'll find this out when your kids get older, mate, when they become adults. They don't care about you much.
Oh.
Barry Williams had no idea, but Rachel Hunter, when she said Brendan Favola, she went, oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember him.
I remember him. He was-
Another supermodel.
I remember him in Men for All Seasons calendar. He was looking gross. But there's a great cast. Rebecca Emiloglu, who
Yes, Neighbours.
Neighbours, you would have done a lot of work with. Luke Bateman, who is a NRL player, but he's not famous for his footy. He's a book reviewer, and all the women love him. He reads
An
books
NRL
and writes,
player that reads.
and he's a
A
farmer.
world first.
No, he's a farmer, and he's written books. He's like a there we go, Jem. You go.
He's writing a fantasy series, which is really hot with young women at the minute. Like
Yeah.
fantasy,
They're all
dragons
over him.
world.
Yeah.
He's writing them now, but has he published any? Have you?
Not yet. So he's just got a
Oh.
deal, but he does TikToks reading
He does
books and
reads.
reviewing
He
them
sits
from his
down.
tractor.
Yeah.
In his tractor.
No. And women love it because he is a smoke
Right, is
show.
he? Right,
Yeah,
okay.
and he's got this voice. And
if
yeah.
it was Gordon Tallis in a tractor.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit different. Dyson
But
Heppel.
women won't admit it's because he's hot. It's like when Sydney Sweeney's the mechanic and blokes
Yeah.
are like, yeah, it's pretty cool. She knows how to fix cars. It's
Yeah.
like, well, but I think,
So he's in it. Gary Sweet, who's
Gary
one of the
Sweet?
Gary Sweet's looking jacked up. He's fit. Yeah,
Yeah.
mate.
Him on the list.
Oh, mate, yeah, he's in there. And as Mia reports back to me, she said he's wonderful. They got along really well. Dyson Heppel and Nath Valvo, one of
Yes.
our good friends, comedian,
Ripper
and
bloke.
he very funny. And he actually went up to Mia and said that he did know me.
I love your dad.
Really?
Yeah, I go on his radio show often.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, they have comics on. And
Yeah.
he's so great.
He's so funny, isn't he? He's so quick-witted. He should be a comedian, honestly.
Let's not go too far.
He's
Are you
right,
going to
John.
say to me I should be a footballer?
Sorry.
Yeah, he's awesome. Big fan of Fev.
Yeah, I didn't think Nath realised that I was actually the comedian on the show, but good for fun.
Do you
But
know how I figured out Valvo was in the jungle a couple months ago?
Yeah.
I texted him a compliment and he didn't write back. And I thought he's missing.
Yeah, you can just
funny.
tell.
I sent him something nice. And normally he would, in a millisecond, thanks, Cody. That's lovely.
It is so easy because we know a lot of these
Yeah.
people that go in.
Yeah.
It is easy to figure it out
Yeah.
sometimes. But people think it was me because I did go quiet. But I loved that.
I was getting messages because you'd
Yeah.
never posted anything on your Instagram. They're going, "Oh, I'm freezing the jungle," and I'm like, "I'm pretty sure I know she's not because my daughter was in it."
Yeah, I'm not. I'm 100% not. I said I'll never do that. I would never do that just because I can't do all that stuff. No way.
You can't, like, all the bugs and stuff.
All of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
not jumping off cliffs. I'm not eating all that
Oh,
gunk.
yeah, it is
No,
gunk.
Yeah.
would never do it.
No, but Mia did do a challenge yesterday. She was first people in. Her, Rachel Hunter and Barry Williams. They were the first three. Mia would have had no idea who they were. They didn't know who. You know that awkward bit where they, hey!
That's one of my favourite parts is
That's
when
the
no
best.
one knows who
No
anyone
one-
is.
No one knows. And poor Mia had no idea who they were. But she got put in, and she had I remember a couple of years ago when she had a really bad jet ski accident. Remember that? And she ended
Yeah.
up in hospital.
Mia?
Mia. What was that? 5 or
Yeah.
6, 7 years ago. Had an accident, and, like really badly hurt in hospital, and she doesn't really like water now. Like when she goes underwater and stuff, she freaks out. First challenge, she has to be dunked underwater and swim and put all these wires together.
Oh.
And I'm like, "Did you cry on the show?" She's like, "Did I cry?" She, for the first 5 minutes, pretty much sat there crying the whole time. And watching, I know, but watching your daughter do that stuff, because I've done it, so I realise it's hard, but it's like you just get it done, and then watching your child sit there and bawl her eyes out and then actually do the challenge. I was actually really proud of her. She did a really good job, but can't wait to watch tonight. It's a
You're
great
built
series.
for that. Like, it's no surprise you were King of the Jungle. There is nobody that would be more built for those challenges than you.
Yeah, there's not much I'm not built for, really.
Okay.
Oh, it's Fifi Fevola.
Not what I was saying.
Live from the Fox Studios in South Melbourne, Fifi, Fev and Nick.
That's it for today's Fifi, Fev and Nick podcast. And don't forget, better starts with Carlisle Homes in 2026. Visit one of over 80 display homes across Melbourne or explore award-winning homes at carlislehomes.com.au.